So, welcome back. We are playing Three Kingdoms: The Last Warlord, which is a strategy game that is based in the Three Kingdoms era. We are playing as Liu Zhang. Last episode, we managed to snipe and grab some officers from Sun Ce's force, who was defeated. He was over here in Jiangxia, Liang, and he might have been in Jianye, I'm not sure. But he was defeated, so all of his officers became free. Notably, most notably at least, we got Zhang Zhao, who is probably the best governance master in the game, so that's very nice. And we also got Liu Ye as well, who's nothing to sneeze at. And we got Sun Quan himself, who is kind of high and solid in everything. He just is very strong overall, and he will also, very importantly, have a bunch of kids. So we will have a bunch of more officers that way, and he has strong relationships with Sun Ce, because they're brothers, and we'll hope to get him eventually. And so that's what happened last episode. This episode, what's going on now, is we are going to begin our assault on Zhong starting this turn. We are going to try and push into here, auto-resolve this battle, and then we will have a decision whether to auto-resolve the battle in Zhong or to fight it ourselves. I'm not sure where we're going to go exactly. They have both siege weapons here, and they have both siege weapons in here. And so we'll see what we can do. We have around, I think, 40,000. We have like 35,000 stack here, and a 12,000 stack here. And so we're in pretty good shape to take it. And so that's what we're planning. We're also going to try and put more good officers down here and push. We have our boy, Zhuge, who's probably my favorite guy to say, down here, who's going to lead the charge. Quite strong. Also employed him last episode. Okay. And so we also have a ton of officers in our main city, Yong'an, and we will be wanting to distribute them. We'll probably do quite a bit of that. Okay, back into here. We have been kind of neglecting doing the Emperor stuff. We want to give the Emperor money. Oh, we already gave it to him this turn. Okay, so let's jump into this. We already had them marching because we were retaliating after they took our thing last turn. We would have liked to have gotten the battle before the turn ended. Okay, so this is not ideal. So what we will probably do is stop in here with all of our guys. Let's see. I don't think you have any troops. No, you don't. My kingdom for some reinforcements from somewhere. You have troops, but do you have an officer? Oh. The one that's probably useful is transporting. These guys are not the best military. Do we have anyone with fire arrows? We do have someone with fire arrows. Do we have 2 siege weapons? We do, so I think we'll be able to repel that. But we're going to have to auto-calculus and then worry about this. Probably want to have more guys in Chengdu than is necessary, because Chengdu can help out Zitong when this guy attacks Zitong. And then he will occasionally attack way up here, but Tianshui, we don't have to worry about that. So we're gonna just put that in for next time, so we won't forget. 15,000 should be a good amount. And we'll move some better officers there as well. So we now have to auto-resolve this. The reason being that we could afford doing reconnaissance. Reconnoiter. Okay, so we want this guy there, definitely. We could put him on the outside. Put him here. And auto battle. We will have Wu Yi. Oh, he's not there yet. So now, let's see. We have 41,000. Can we go for this? Can we... So I'm thinking if we can... Trying to think if we can auto-battle this while we defend the other place. Well, let's take a look at what our march would look like. Because they should have quite a few injured troops. Yeah, look at this. They have 30... They have 11,000 injured troops. And so they're going to get, like, most of those back next turn. So if we want to do it, I guess we have to do it now. And what does our... Wait, where's Wu Yi and all them? Alright, we're gonna wait 1 day. And then take a look. Okay. It says we have 7 officers. Yeah, so now we have Wu Yi and Wu Bin. Okay. If I recall correctly, these guys just are all, like, pretty equally terrible with their siege, and we only have enough money for 1 trebuchet. This is a problem. Do we have enough money for 2 archer towers? Oh, I don't know what we're supposed to do here. We have so many more troops than them, though. Can we do... Can we take no gold? Yeah. And then take 2 catapults? Then we... And a siege tower? Yeah. Yes! Okay. And we're gonna auto-resolve that battle, and then we're gonna fight this one. This one's gonna be tough. We might lose Chengdu. But that's not too big a deal, because we can just retake it. Okay. So we have fire arrows with Zhao Yan. Wu Lan is the next best guy. We are going to divide up the troops a little bit. Does he have a higher archery score? I guess he boosts it a little bit. Okay, and so for this battle, our number one thing is we are trying to keep the leader of their force, who is going to be the same size as all the other units. That's how these barbarian units have worked, at least so far. We have to keep him down on the wall and just shoot him with siege repeatedly and kind of ignore everything else. So that's this guy right here. And that's how you defend with very few units on these battles, which is pretty straightforward. Hopefully we get Hanzhong. We won't get to look at it. So a little anticlimactic in that regard, but we do want to defend this city, so there's that. Just barely... I don't think I've seen these units before. I haven't done like a Liu Zhang run, so there's that. Why don't we... And it doesn't really matter too much what we shoot, as long as if we can shoot this guy who's got the star, we shoot him. So that's the #1 priority. Although in general, I think it's better to try and kill units one at a time, and so we'll do that. Just as a general heuristic. These officers are really bad though. Almost no damage. But when you have crossbow or the ballista and you get to do a lot of damage. They're all gonna dismount. I assume? No, some dismount and some push forward. Okay, so we are going to make sure that we do as many shots as possible onto that gentleman. And also, this is our guy who has fire arrows. So we kind of want to make sure he'll eventually be... on whatever side this guy goes to. And this guy, he hasn't committed to a side because he can just run across the other way. We will see this next turn. And we've already got rid of 20% of their troops. So now we're going to run across and just fire arrow him. And the way that they win is basically if they kill this unit, so if we just keep moving him around as well. Something you can do is you can also hide the guy in the gatehouse by running down. And again, all the people who can fire on this guy will do so. This is not a battle we can auto-resolve as well. A little cheeky try and take that guy out. I guess not, because we do no damage. But this guy's gonna die next turn, and we will have won the battle. Yeah, they should really give the barbarians something else to make them able to not be defended against by like a 5k stack or whatever. I don't know. There's like a lot of things in the game that I think should be changed. In particular, like when the AI has siege weapons, they should just deploy the siege weapons far enough back to kill the ballista and just shoot when they can't be shot back at, which is what you can do as the player. Haven't really shown that at this juncture, but we will try and move better officers there so that's not as sketchy. And then we can take a look at how this battle's going. It's going quite well. And we are going to win that. Hopefully we win it before the end of the turn. Okay, so we have prisoners and their forces destroyed, so we're going to make sure we imprison them. We could release them, which improves their how much they like us, but we don't need to. Well, other people can't employ them while they're imprisoned, so I think overall it's better to just imprison. And we'll have them make some stuff. And we're going to have to give a governor to Zhong. Deng Zi is kind of one of the better guys. So Gongsun Zan... oh, I guess he got rolled by... Okay, so I didn't see what happened on the minimap, but my guess is Gongsun Zan was in G and or Beiping, and he got rolled by... we can't look because we don't have the scouting. One of the... by the fortress or this thing, I don't know what it's called, which is very interesting. We are going to appoint a governor of the new city. Oh, it's already Chengji, which is kind of what we want for now. I think we're going to be able to move someone better. Okay. So we are going to check to see if we have any, like, rapport advantages. So, for example, Wang Kang, not the most spectacular, but Zhuge is super good friends with him. I kind of don't want Zhuge to be leaving the city. So, Zhang Lu absolutely hates us. This is the biggest negative rapport thing I've ever seen. So historically, Zhang Lu tried to take over Liu Zhang's territory, and so this is why they had this. But normally it's just like a minus 500. It's minus 9,999, which I've never seen ever. It's weird how there's inconsistencies like this, where like they sometimes represent it with like a minus 500, and sometimes it's like kitchen sink. So we will never get Zhang Lu, which is unfortunate because he's decent, I guess. Well, if we didn't care about getting the officers that he's close to, we would just execute him if we had him in prison, but we'll just like let him live. So Deng Zhi is probably the best guy here, and then Louis Gui, I'm not sure how to pronounce this guy's name, is like, you look and he doesn't look incredibly good. He's got like a medium intelligence score, but then he's got a really high build score, which is kind of rare. So I like having him in the city that I'm currently using. But let's start with a couple other things, like putting Liu Ba on this and Zheng Zhao on. Well, we can put Zhuge on this because we want him to stay in the city. And then see, Zheng Zhao is just good at everything, and he's also just barely good at everything. So, which is kind of really what you want, because what we're gonna try and do is Zheng Zhao, make him sworn brothers with Qinmi and Wang Can to boost all of their academic by 10 points. And then they will be like the supreme leaders of personnel, or not personnel, of the masters, because they will have really high academic scores. Okay. Yan Pu is also pretty solid. He's a good governor. We will try and employ him, I guess, with our next guy. Alright, so we're going to take a look at Liu Ye, because he has really high intelligence overall, and I think he might be better for scouting than who we are currently using, because... Oh, where is it? Yeah, so he has extremely high scouts, so what we are going to do is take away Zhang Shang's item, which he will not like. Is he good at anything else that we could give him an item that kind of helps? He's good at debate. Ugh. Do we have a thing? Yeah, we do have a thing with debate. He's not going to like that, but he'll tolerate it. And then we're going to award Liu Ye the item, the map of Shu. We're going to see if we have any... No, we don't have anything that... And... just checking... Jiangan is like, if my recollection of who he was in the Three Kingdoms is correct, I kind of think it's a little strange that he has such a high diplomacy, because if I recall correctly, he got duped by Zhuge Liang a whole bunch, and that was his thing. Famous scholar of Wei. Okay, never mind. I'm thinking of Jiangan then. Okay, so... now we will do Spy, but we will do it with Liu Ye. It's a little bit better. Once again, this is like really important to do early on, although we've already kind of gotten a lot of the places. You can't employ unless you have this far enough out. At least new officers, except when an officer, or sorry, when a force gets destroyed, you can employ people from their force. And so, although we are not seeing anyone from where Gongsun Zan is, so maybe that's a little... Okay. You a spouse already, so you won't... Oh, you will let us employ you. Interesting. Okay. So Zhang Lu is off the table. Where is Yan Pu? He's not there, so I guess we'll go this guy next. And then... kind of just work through it. Yang Yang is okay from what I remember, or Yangran's the good one. I guess they're pretty close in this game. There's like high variance game to game, or well, maybe not super high variance, but like sometimes you see interesting things in terms of who's good and who's not. We're gonna kind of just send guys out at this point. Zhang Song's already in the city. And we are going to keep behind Zhang Ren and Zhu Chu. Probably don't even need to keep Zhang Ren behind. And then employ many guys. I'm not checking to make sure that we have the best. We're employing the best guy because I don't know. I think he's actually pretty good. Yeah, maybe we should have sent someone better for him, but we'll send him. Okay. So now we are trying to employ all those guys. We got this going pretty well. I guess it's just to pass the turn. Deng Zhi is overwhelmingly, I think, the best officer. He is one of the guys who appears in the south that we were talking about. We actually didn't get very many of them, but we got the best one, so it's hard to complain. Zhuge Liang is the best officer in the game. And we are going to try an award because there's a decent chance. Horse race, would I like to join in? Yes, but I won't have a guy again. Big sad. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. Guess we have so much gold that we don't mind spending 10k. And here we maybe don't want to make another horse, but we're going to do it because we want to get higher tier stud horses. Okay. Oh, we got Menghuo. Didn't even see that. I think we're just going to move him down here to be all themey. Yeah, wild that... Yeah, I think his stats should just be better, whatever. Although he does have the dual blades, which is something we really like because... So let's take a look here. So, not a lot of guys have this, so it's hard to... When you get like a unique item, it's like always kind of annoying because you like wish you could have give them and you can't. Okay. Let's take a look. Armored Raiders. I don't think we're anywhere near being able to do that. Yeah. Still pretty a little... Coming along though. Might be able to move Yan Yan out of there. Here, one sec. Gotta do the things. We're gonna use Zhuge for this, and we're gonna employ with everyone else. I think Liu hates our guts. Weird that we can't employ Gong Shenzhen. So maybe I think you used to be able to do it even when you didn't have the spying when a force got destroyed, but I guess not now. Or all of his guys got captured or employed. Really weird. These officers aren't very good, right? Wang Shang's okay. But we're gonna move both of them to one of the passes, I think. Jianmen and Jianmen Pass and the Jianwei. A lot to get wrong. Big employee wave coming in here. A bit disappointing to see Deng Zhi already in Liu Bao's force. So that's unfortunate. We have a daughter of Queen Mi, so that is nice. He is the guy that we married first, so he's getting on it, apparently. She could set it to auto-buy certain things. Oh, Skinnaby is perfect for Zhuge. We have no one to send out. Zhuge has decent military, so... And he should also be able to employ. Wang Sheng is actually probably too good to be governor of a pass, but at this point, as we get better officers, that will not be the case. I think we're going to move Dong He to Chengdu. So we have them attacking Yong'an, so we will have to take people off tasks. A lot of troops, so this is like 75,000. Always a little reluctant to trade the siege weapon tech, because we don't like it when the siege weapons are used against us. We are going to see if we can award anyone disloyal. He's not disloyal, but we extra like him, so... Whatever, I guess. We are using Zhang Cheng. Alright. We're going to send out people who aren't important for defending. This guy looks ministerial. We're going to take these three at least off. I think Liu Ba is decent military. No, he's not. Yang Min, also not. So we're just going to be defending with these four, it looks like. Which is a little grim. I think we have enough guys, but we should have had more officers. We should have left more officers behind. It's always annoying when you're trying to scramble for more officers and you're trying to send out as many employees as possible. Sometimes you get a little lost in the sauce. I think we still don't have catapults in this city, which is real bad. Okay, we're gonna swap this up. Because we want to give Zhuge Liang the crossbowman and this guy the light bowman. Reason being, we might want to use Zhuge Liang's skill. Maybe not, though. Maybe it was better the other way. Yeah, this will just give us the option, so... Zhuge Liang's skill uses 100 will, so once they have no will, crossbowmen are much better than lightbowmen. And so, we're doing that so that Zhang Ren can do the fire arrows, and then Zhuge Liang can use his skill. Always cheating the units out over here to the right, because the AI just loves running to the right. So it saves you having to do some sort of weird dance where you keep them in the middle and then break off to either side. Yeah, this should actually be more than enough to defend, even though we have no catapults, and the reason why is as your defenses get degraded, it gets worse and worse. Alright, we are going to do so much damage to these guys coming in. And Liu Pan is here, so we'll try and kill him before we kill the other guy, so we only have to fight one battle. And we have to think about whether we want to do Thunderstrike or not. Probably not. We got really bad luck one time when the fact that it was raining made it so that we couldn't use fire arrows, and then like we got no confuses off the thing of Zhuge Liang's ability. I think much better on the offense is Zhuge Liang's ability. Still really strong, but I think we're just gonna volley. Alright, so we are going to volley onto this bowman in front. It's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, we are... I don't know why we thought this defense would be hard. We're just going to clobber them, or this is... we are clobbering them. We could probably let... Oh no, I hate this. Should put our guys in better spots, I guess. I keep forgetting they have Peng Tong, who's an absolute thug. Alright, well, first thing is first. We are going to want to... Oh, we can't disorder anyone from here, so... We're going to volley on the biggest unit coming up. Is one pin, too. Terrifying. Okay. Let's get a little damage down here. And... is this going to be enough to kill? I think it will. Oh. I was wrong. I was mistaken. Little annoying that we don't have anyone, we don't have war officers, so we don't have enough to put on the other side. Or maybe we did, but like, not with what's going on with, Peng Tong, make it so no one can move. Confuse is very nice. He's just gonna kill himself, yeah. Where are you gonna go, Liu Pan? Yeah, we want him to come to this side. Zhuge is excited to get some. Guess we should have fired him first. gonna take out this guy. Oh, and he wants out. I don't think we are going to be able to kill Liu Pan's unit before. Because he's... Unless it's sometimes... So he can get here, but sometimes the retreat is just funny. And it, like, doesn't... Like... work like it looks like it should. So we're gonna have to fight a second battle against just Liu Pan and his force, unless we can pull something out. Ouchie. Yeah. Could march out against him, but sometimes the game is buggy. So there's some merit to marching out, because that way our city takes less damage. We might try and Uberretten him, which is German for persuade. Because he's pretty good. Again, just auto... Oh, we have all these guys here now. Probably don't even need to use all these guys, but we have them, so why not? Probably would also want Sun Quan on archers, because he's pretty good archer score. We could probably take Zhang Ren off of archers, but it's fine. I think Sun Quan has a pretty good special ability. We're going to take a quick look. So officer, and then look to buff. Comax, your armies go into a high state of morale. So your unit's strength, I think that's will? I'm not sure exactly what that means. Again, there's like inconsistencies in translations for like technical words, which is a bit annoying, but... And I think he already took some damage. Oh wait, he recovered it. Did he? Thought he got him lower. Generally try and do this where we fire arrow the horses, because he will dismount most likely. He might also just come over here, and then he eats fire damage again on the next turn. Yep. I feel like I need to point that out every time, but I probably don't. We misordered things. Mistakes were made. I guess we still get to volley with all three. So much damage with the confuse. I'm not sure what exactly drives the confuse. I think having a bigger unit helps. I think having a higher skill helps, and having like having more guys on the volley definitely helps. And so when we have three really strong officers on the volley, I think is kind of what kicks it in. We're gonna go fire arrows, and then fire arrows on the other guy, and then volley on the guy, this guy. And then when he comes up, Zhuge will be able to kill the rest of his unit. Moving him out of the way so Zhuge can be here, which allows him to not get fired at. Although, they only have a confused archer, so it doesn't matter. Actually, probably a bad decision overall, because now I can't fire at him. Because I need Zhuge's spot. Oh well. Probably has Rockfall, so I probably should have done that. Sun Quan quite strong. Is he in range? No, he's not. Okay, cool. Crossbowmen do more damage than light bowmen, which is another reason to have Zhang on the crossbowmen. Prisoners. Yeah, we finally convinced someone to join us on the first try. Kai Mao, I think, will never leave. Same with Kai Zun. Zun. Okay. So. I think that this is a good place to stop, so quick wrap up. We fought off Liu Bao, which we did just now, who's been continuing to attack us, and we managed to push into Hanzhong, which is going to be we're probably not going to push out of here very soon, because that would open up an additional front, so we can just defend just this one city. When we do push, I think we want to push into the pass and then try and go after all this up to the left, and then take Chang'an, and then we will be back to having just... by taking entire corners of the map, you minimize the amount of fronts you have to fight on. And so filling out this corner in the upper left and this corner in the bottom left is probably kind of where we want to start our expansive efforts. We're also going to want to move from this city into this city. Let's have them say, oh, they're already working on... Let's get some more troops in here. Actually... we're going to keep this at 17,000 and say make some crossbowmen. We need to get better techs in order to get heavy infantry and spearmen, which I think is something we kind of want to work towards next episode. But we are going to call it an episode for now. If you have any requests, comments, suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. You know, like, subscribe, notifications button, all that jazz, and have a good one.